Hey guys, it's Owen, and it's time for games, where today we're gonna do my MCC 21 predictions. I'm very excited, and these teams are very balanced this time. I had a difficult time making the predictions. But anyway, before we start this video, I wanna ask if you could please subscribe. I hit 50 subscribers, and then somebody decided to unsubscribe, which is which just sucks. So I want one more subscriber so I can get to the 50 subscribers and make a PvP compilation. But anyway, disclaimer, uh this video will have some controversial opinions. So if you if you get triggered easily by this kind of stuff, then just leave because I'm going to have different predictions than you 100%. Anyway, with all that said, let's go. In 10th, we have the Aqua with Antfrost, Bad Boy Halo, G Nelly, and JoJo Solos. JoJo Solos is actually in a main canon event, which is kind of interesting. But this team, there's nothing wrong with it, but I just feel like they get outclassed by all the other teams. Antfrost did amazing last event. Bad Boy Halo, is kind of below average-ish, but he's still pretty good. G Nelly, I'm actually not very aware how good G Nelly did, but I assume it was bottom 10. And JoJo is also pretty good. So, this team is good, just not as good as the other teams. In 9th, we have the Blue Bats with 5 up, Purpled, Jack Manifold, and Tubbo. This team is very similar to Aqua, except I feel like they're just slightly better, because, 5 up, Purple, Jack, and Tubbo are all just, like, very similar. Like, 5 Up and Purple and Tubbo are all, like, top 15 candidates, and then Jack is, like, top 20. So, I think there's nothing wrong with this team, but I just feel like they're not going to do as well since they don't have a clear leader. 8, in a very similar case to the past two teams, we have the Pink Parrots with Rambo, Sneak Snag, Wilbur, and George. This kind of reminds me of the Green Geckos of the last event, except just less powerful. Rambo's really good, Sneeg's really good, Wilbur's pretty good, and George is average. So I feel like, yeah, this team could definitely surprise me and place higher. Also, by the way, any of these teams could make Dodgeball. I just want to mention that. Anyway, in 7th, we have the Purple Pandas with Puns, Awesome Dude, Punk, and S Major. Now, this team, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this team. This team is just fine. Puns is a beast. Sam is average. Punk is a little bit below average. And S Major is top 15. So, there's not much to say about this team other than it's just fine. And they're in 7th. And 6th, we have the Yellow Yaks, which is very similar to the Purple Pandas. Fruit Berries, Smallish Beans, F-Whip, and Rendog. I had a hard time deciding which of these to place higher, but I ended up picking the Yellow Yaks because Fruit Berries is there. Same as the Purple Pandas, not much to say about this team. It kind of explains itself. Just Fruit Berries is really good, and then Joel, Whip, and Rendog are all good support players, so I think this team could do well, but I don't know. Anyway, in 5th, we have the Orangeocelots. Illumina, Filza, Elena, and Shubble. Now, it's hard, or it really hurts me to place them this low, because Illumina and Filza is a deadly combination. But with Elena and Shubble there, I feel like neither of them are that bad, but they kind of drag them down a little bit. I say drag them down, they just aren't as good. And so, I have to put them in 5th, even though in most other scenarios, this team would be in 1st. It's just all the teams are so balanced. But anyway, moving on. 4th is the Green Geckos. Unpopular opinion alert. Dream, Tommy Innit, Sylvie, and Niachu. This team is very interesting. It's actually like an exact copy of the Orangeocelots. Like, Dream is top 10 candidate, Tommy Innit, top 15 candidate, and Sylvie and Niachu are both usually bottom half players. So, I don't know. I don't think this team will make it to Dodgeball, but I'm not saying they can't. Number 3 is my personal favorite team. It's Lime Llamas with Pizza Hut, Mr. Gaming, Good Times with Scar, and Grian. Oh boy, this team. Everyone, or almost everyone, has been wanting Scar and Grian to team, even before Scar was in the event. And it finally happened after 21 MCCs. And this team, I feel like, might get slept on by a few people, but of course, there's a chance I'm just overrating it because of how excited I am. But Pete is one of the best players in the event. Not as good as he used to be or not as good, but he's been outclassed now. But he's still really good at the game. And Mr. Gaming is average, can do really well, as he's shown in the past. Good Times with Scar did fairly well for his first event, especially because he doesn't really do much PvP and competitive Minecraft. And Grian is just a good all-around player. This team, yeah, I could be overrating them just because of how excited I am, but I don't care. These are just for fun. Don't get mad at me. These are not statistics, by the way. Number 2, we have the Cyan Coyotes with Sapnap, CPK, Snifferish, and Critic Zeus. Now, I know absolutely nothing about Snifferish, but I assume Snifferish will be, like, kind of similar to Elena or Scar's first event. Don't quote me on that, because I have no idea who they are. But I know that Zeus has been training a lot. And then CPK is really good. And so is Sapnap. Sapnap is the best Season 2 player, and to me is the best player currently in the event. He passed Pizza Hut in my opinion. Yes, I know, that's crazy. But anyway, Sapnap and CPK have teamed before, and they are a very good duo. And it's also good to see that Sapnap has recovered from his double ear infection. And then Snifferish is, again, I have no idea. And Zeus will probably do better than Zeus usually does, because, well, one, has this amazing team, and also has been training a lot. But anyway, number 1, probably no surprise to anyone, the Crimson Krakens, with Curtsy, Captain Sparkles, Cara Corvus, and Krinios. Like, is this the 4th time this team has teamed together? So they obviously know each other really well, because they've teamed multiple times together. And, like, they're just really good all around, and they made, I believe, all 3 times they've teamed, they come 3rd. But this time, there's no, like, Technoblade, CPK, there's no Sleepy Boys to stop them. So I actually think this team will win. Of course, who am I kidding? They're gonna get 3rd place. But, still, it would be so cool to see this team win. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, see ya.